Good day, my fellow younglings, and welcome to episode 51 of Regen Rovers, where we mean business today. I'm going to be positive. I'm in a positive mood. We're top of the table, only by 1 point, thanks to a poor couple of games in the last episode, but I'm determined to turn this around. We're still top, and we're still favourites to win this league because it's in our hands. We have the power to win this league. If we win every game, we're champions, essentially. We might need a little help from some other teams. Results to go our way at some point if we do maybe draw a game. But most importantly, we have the power. 72 points, 1 ahead of York, 2 points ahead of Stockport and Barrow. Today we are taking on Woking, who are 17th in the league. Haven't completely confirmed safety yet, so they will be looking to try and win. And then Gateshead, who have a slim chance of getting into the playoffs themselves, so they've still got something to play for as well. If you missed episode 50, then you don't realise what I'm doing for these last few games. I'm showing all of the matches at the end of this season. There's going to be 2 more episodes after this, hopefully. Well, there will be. We're not going to win the league today, so there's likely to be 2 more episodes after this. Rather than one long big episode, I'm going for shorter chunks. Bite size, better for you guys, I think. So then, today against Woking, away from home, I'm changing it up. And some of you will be groaning that I'm changing it up, but I'm going back to something we have used before. Talking about regeneration, it's still on this tactics option, so we're very familiar with it, extremely familiar with it. It's got an advanced playmaker behind the 2 strikers. It's got proper wing backs, some of you will be very pleased to know, rather than inverted wing backs. 3 at the back. You know, it's very similar, which is why the team are familiar with it, and we've been training using it for years now, I suppose. It's been there next to the inverted thingy and the old defensive one as well. Now the team's a little bit different. Same back 6. Sivzelis, Walker, By. In fact, it's not the same back 6, I tell a lie. Lawrence has come into the back line because Simmons, although visually he made a couple good interceptions in the last game, his rating once again was very low. It's just bizarre. I don't know what is going on with him. I guess if he continues like this, I'm going to have to release him, guys, because he's just not good enough in terms of his average rating. But Lawrence has come into the team. He's on loan from Lincoln. He's done okay when he has played. Nothing spectacular, but hopefully he can grab his chance today. Dibber is playing alongside Marlowe in the middle. That's the same. In fact, I'm going to change Marlowe's role to being a ball-winning midfielder, just like in the last tactic. Mackenzie is playing as the advanced playmaker. We do not have a player who loves playing in attacking midfield, unfortunately. There's just no one in the squad whatsoever. Dr. Jones. It's time for No, it's not time for Dr. Jones. Yes, Mackenzie's going to play there. When I asked my assistant to suggest someone to play there, he said Jack Young. And Jack Young, although he is comfortable playing there, he's only got 4 on passing, which I just don't think is a good combination. He's got 9 on vision, which is alright, but 4 on passing, that's just going to let him down. So I'd rather go with Mackenzie. He's got 14 on passing and 12 on vision. So hopefully he will be good in that position. Up front, we're going with Brady Chick as the target man. He scored in the last game. And we're going with Craig Palmer, our young striker. He's 19 years old now, and he's managed to get 9 goals in the first team this season. Few goals for the under-23s as well. Now I like him. He's got 15 on finishing. Off the ball's decent, composure's okay, anticipation. He's okay at quite a few things, but finishing really helps him to be a decent striker for us. On the bench we've got Spencer Drury. Might bring him on he's got the pace option, hasn't he? Or acceleration, definitely. He's just let me down a little bit the last few games. We've also got Jack Young, who can play behind the strikers or can play up front if we need him. Spencer Drury can also play behind the strikers. And Bradley Berry. I want to get Young and Berry scoring again. So if we're in a good positive position in this game, then I'll bring them on to try and get goals. They might have to come on and rescue the game. And on the bench is Grant Hunter, an under-23 goalkeeper with some big bushy hair. Now he's on the bench because Grant Wars picked up food poisoning. Had a dodgy lasagna. So he's out, and Alex Hall's still injured. So and Owusu is injured as well, coming back from a very severe injury. So Grant Hunter's the only option for it to be our sub-goalkeeper. So massive few days for the club. Can we get promoted in the next episode, or will it go down to the last 2 games? I have a feeling it will go down to the last 2 games, because we're only 1 point ahead now with 6 games to go. So I think it's going to be tight, whatever happens. But let's be positive today. We are using a counter tactic. That's what it is. So we'll invite Woking onto us, and then we'll break with pace, hopefully. We don't really have a huge amount of pace in the team, but we'll try and break with pace. Corner to Woking, then Santos crosses it in, and Sivzelis collects it. It's very pleasing when Sivzelis just picks up the ball. Here's Brady Chick, the target man, back to Palmer. What's he going to do? He's going to run forwards with the ball and be tackled. That was pathetic. What was that? I mean, if you don't know what to do with it, pass back, at least. I know fans don't like it when you pass a ball back, but in that situation, here's Marlowe. Anyway, rant over. Tim Green. It's back to Dibber. It's into Palmer. It's back to Dibber. It's into Marlowe. This is nice play, keeping hold of the ball. It's lovely ball to Warren, who can put it in. Marlowe, Brady Chick just didn't have the power behind him to get that header past Norman in goal. Cracking name. Reece Walker's picked up a knock, which is a bit annoying. Danny Bye takes this free kick. It's out wide to Warren, who's quite advanced there. McKenzie into Dibber. Nice ball into Marlowe. Marlowe through to Palmer. Great ball to Brady Chick, who scores! 1-0. It was a delightful move, and Palmer, I'm surprised by that little reverse pass round the corner there, because up to this point his link-up play hadn't been very good. It's a lovely little ball. What a through ball that is. And Brady Chick, he's not going to miss those. He's got 15 on finishing. He's a quality finisher, because 15 on finishing, 16 on long shots. He can be lethal at times. And we go into the half-time break 1-0 up. Let's just keep it going. We've got a quite solid tactic here anyway. We don't need to go overly defensive now. I will bring Chris Holmes on for Walker, because Walker has picked up a knock. We don't want him getting too exhausted in this second half. And Holmes is solid. I can rely on Holmes. This is when he makes 3 mistakes. Brady Chick out wide to Green. Can we get an early goal in the second half? Probably not. I think that's... or maybe it's not the end of the highlight. Here come Woking. Uh-oh. But brilliant tackle. And Palmer now can run with it. What's he going to do? It's back to Tim Green. It's a really long ball up to Chick, who can't win that. But it's back to Dibber. And it's into Warren, who can maybe put a ball in. He does. It's knocked away. McKenzie, Brady Chick, offside. I'm excited. It's been quite an exciting game. But here come Woking. We don't want to concede it. Oh, it's hit Holmes on the head. It's a brilliant block from him, unintentionally so by the looks of it. And here's Palmer. Palmer, what's he going to do? He's cut inside. He scores! He evades the tackle. I'm quite surprised he actually scored from there, to be honest. And someone's just having to resurrect a player over there who's severely injured by the looks of it. It was he just pulled up. Look at him. That he just stopped, and the ball, he just left the ball for. That is hilarious. You wouldn't do that unless he had a heart attack, of course. Poor guy. It does seem quite serious. Off he goes. That was really bizarre. 2-0, and I'm excited. This is suddenly everything's just rosy again after the depressing episode last week. We're able to score goals. This is brilliant. Mackenzie's going to come off, and I'm actually going to we're going to bring Spencer Drury on behind the 2 main strikers. We are 2 points clear at the moment as results stand, but it could all change still, of course. Sivzelis has actually put in a 7.6 at the back, so we've not really seen many opportunities for Woking, but behind the scenes I'm guessing he's actually doing quite well, and good defending by Tim Green, knocking that clear. But Woking still on the attack. It's a good block by Marley. Drury into Palmer. It's back to Drury, who can accelerate. It's into Brady Chick. Oh, it's a great save by the keeper. It was a brilliant counter-attack, and suddenly I feel alive again. I love counter-attack football. It's just so exhilarating to watch in real life and also on Football Manager. And this is more... I've always been an advocate for counter-attack football on Football Manager. And this is just my style. I'm loving it. Oh, this is just brilliant. Chick, we're only playing 2 up front, but I'm loving it. Warren, only playing the 2 up front. Most teams only play 1 up front these days. Dibber into Marlowe. who passes it to Palmer. Here's Brady Chick. He's hit the post. Oh, he could be winning this by more. We're very unlucky to be only winning 2-0. I'm going to take off Palmer. And guess who's coming on? It's Jack Young, the legend, the myth. He's still alive, looking for a goal today. He prefers a 2-up-front tactic, I think. That's maybe why he's not been scoring. Or maybe it's because he's crap now. Oh no, Spencer Drury's picked up an injury. Chest injury. Hopefully it's not too severe. As Tim Green knocks that into Warren. Here's Jack Young, he's tackled. But, oh, what a save by Norman. We've had 4 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances. We should be winning by more than 2 goals. But it's been exciting, I must say. As Tim Green steps up for another corner, which is headed away very well by the Woking defence. And now perhaps they're going to counter? No, they're not. This is the Regen Rovers of old that I've missed the last few games. We've been, obviously, we're top of the table, and with the other tactic, we got to the top of the table. But suddenly it just became a bit of a struggle all of a sudden to score goals. And this tactic has just injected some pace into our team. The counter-attack just seems to suit Regen Rovers for whatever reason, and we've just been really good in this game, despite the fact we've had the same number of shots, we've had similar possession, but critically we were able to create clear-cut chances, and we took a couple of our chances. We should have scored more, but I'm very pleased with the team, and we're 2 points clear. Spencer Drury is out for 3 to 4 weeks. I think he's missing the rest of the season, which is a blow for us. He is currently our top goal scorer. Can he stay ahead of Chris Scott, who has been pretty poor the last few games, so he might not play a part in the rest of the season? Craig Palmer might be the one that can catch up with Drury. I'm holding off on contract renewals because if we go up, I think we automatically become a professional club. That's going to really mess up our contract system, because everyone's on a part-time contract, and I think there's still the option to offer part-time contracts, but there's going to be a lot of players that want to become full-time players. I'm guessing the likes of Spencer Drury and Danny Bye, who want big money for part-time contracts, but how much will they want when it's a full-time contract? That's the only worry. This, to be honest, it might not be a good thing going up, because we'll be likely to be we will definitely be favourites to go straight back down. But we realistically could go straight back down, because the team, they're all part-time players. It's going to be a massive difference, the next division. If we thought this division would be a big difference, I've been mildly surprised by the fact that we've done so well over the last couple of years. But League 2 definitely will be, surely. Although there's only 2 relegation places, and there's always, maybe a team that's suffering financial problems in administration, and they do end up towards the bottom of the table because of that. So maybe we can just stay afloat because there'll be 2 worse teams than us, but we can't bank on that. And we haven't gone up yet anyway, so we can't really look to the future too much until we've definitely got promoted. Dion Mills is unhappy that I haven't sold him. No one wants you, Dion, I'm afraid. I very much doubt if I offered you out, even for £0. So, in this game, can I bring... Oh no, Grant was still injured. Spencer Drury will have to be replaced by someone. I think it'd probably be sensible to put a midfielder in. I'm going to put Kevin Miguel in there. Jack Young and Berry will be our striker options. I'm sticking by those 2 on the bench today. Orford and Chris Scott, the last few games, suddenly Orford has dropped off. He was so important for us for a period of time. It's weird how our strikers go through phases. Start of the season, Bradley Berry. Goals galore, assists galore. Suddenly an injury and just falls out of form. Craig Palmer went through a spell, got a hat-trick, didn't he? Orford went through a good strong spell. Scott was very good for the first half of the season, I would say. He scored 13 goals and he got assists, and suddenly he stopped scoring. It's quite strange. I can't seem to get consistency from my strikers. Let's do this. I'm in a positive mood after that exciting win against Woking. Let's hope we're not sent crashing back down to earth by Gateshead, because they are a dangerous team. At one point they were favourites to win the league last season. They didn't do particularly well, and this year they are mid-table, but still have a chance of reaching the playoffs. So they are a strong team. They've got a massive ground as well. Don't really feel much of it though with their fans. Here come Gateshead early on in this game then. Is this going to be an early highlight? Nope, Dibber intercepts and that's the end of that one. But this could be an opportunity for them as they intercept there. And now, can Warren put a tackle in? No, he can't. It's crossed in. This looks dangerous. Very dangerous. It's 1-0. 1 minute in. In the last match, we managed to hold Woking out and we counter-attacked and did well. But surely counter won't work now. They're winning. They're not going to... Oh, it's a deflection of Reece Walker as well. Bit unfortunate for Sivzelis. But can we get back into this game straight away? Warren throws it in to Chick. It's... Oh, Palmer! He scores! He couldn't miss. He had to score that one. It's his 11th goal of the season. It's a complete cock-up at the back from Gateshead. And both of us have had one shot and scored it. Let's look at this then. So Felix, I don't know what he's doing, but Chick hit Palmer here, left-footed. Calm finish. And at the moment, we're still top of the table. Dibber tackled there. Warren, what's he going to do? It's a very strange clearance to Tim Green, who knocks it up to Palmer. Can we counter here? Palmer loses the ball, and where's the defence? Where are you? It's somehow wide. And I'm thinking of drop it. Yeah, we'll drop the defence a bit because they're obviously got a bit of pace up front that can get behind us. I'm just going to give a bit of a boost to some of the players. That's worked. Mackenzie's not having a very good game behind the strikers. I'm going to bring... Dibber can go there, and what I'm going to do is Miguel will come on for Mackenzie, and he will go into the ball-winning midfielder role. Marlowe will go there. Actually, Marlowe can play there. 15 on passing, 10 on vision. Not quite as good vision as Mackenzie, but we'll see how he gets on. Let's just change it slightly. They have been the better team in that first half. 60% possession, 9 shots to our 4. We've had one clear-cut chance each. Good header away by Walker there, putting his head in the way. But it's a corner for Gateshead. Good header by Walker once again, but it's not completely clear as Gateshead... Oh, well done. I think that was Tim Green. But Gateshead come again, long ball up the pitch. Here's Martin for Gateshead, looking dangerous, but it's well over the bar. The stadium is really empty. I very much doubt very many of you guys have gone up from Reigate to Gateshead, unless some of you local Gateshead-based Regen Rovers fans are watching on. Marlowe's not playing well in that position. I can't seem to find anyone to play there. Let's play Dibber there. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay, 65th minute. Good header, but they're still on the ball. They seem to be winning the second balls a lot in the middle here. Good defending by but once again it's back to them. We're just giving it straight back to them. Barnes hits it. Oh, good save by Sivzelis. But there's still an opportunity here for Gateshead. They are controlling this game possession-wise and getting shots away quite regularly. And we are kind of holding on now for a win. For a draw, sorry. I'm going to be more expressive off. And I'm not going to look for the overlap, which seems a bit defensive, but at the moment we're 2 points clear and a draw is good enough. If we lose and suddenly Stockport get a winner, then we're going to be behind them. And Lawrence has picked up a knock, so Chris Holmes is going to come on. And I'm going to take off Craig Palmer. We're going to bring on Bradley Berry this time. We've had quite a few injuries this season. This draw is okay as it stands, but is this going to be a late goal? It's a foul from Reece Walker. He did so well up to that point, then gives away a pointless penalty. Come on, Sivzelis. He didn't save that one. Well, this is disappointing. I didn't have time to change anything. It doesn't make a difference now anyway. It's all over. We've lost this game. I thought this was going to work. Against Woking it worked. Today, we didn't play very well at all, did we? And we're level with York City. We're 2 goals ahead of them. It's not necessarily in our hands, because if York, they can make it in their hands. If they win their games by more goals than us. Why is this so tough? Why do you get to the end of the season and you start bottling it? We've won 1 game in the last 5. We could have won the league by now. But no, we have to make it difficult for ourselves, don't we? For entertainment purposes, I think. Last game of the season, Dr. Jones steps up and scores the winner in the 95th minute against Dagenham and Redbridge to send them up. Next episode then, Salford and Stalybridge. Salford are 8th. They're looking for playoff place, but Stalybridge, towards the bottom, we have to be beating them. Lincoln and Dagenham Redbridge at the end of the season. They're teams we should be winning against because none of them are currently in the playoffs. But most of them do have something to play for still at this point. Thanks for watching today's episode. A win and a loss leaves it so incredibly tight at the end of the season. I just don't know what to predict now. Can we do it? Let me know in the comment section below if you think we will win the league. It's so tight.